Hi, my name is Dwight Dunn. Welcome to another episode of Adulting and Health. Today, we're going to talk about how to reverse the effects of chronic stress. Remember to like and subscribe. Acute stress, which is short term and the most common form of stress, can be motivating, and some even find it exciting when experienced in low doses. Chronic stress, however, provides zero positive advantages. On the contrary, it can wreak havoc on our body and mind. Fortunately, you don't have to fall victim to the effects of chronic stress. Regardless of how long you have lived with them, its symptoms cannot be only managed, but it can be reversed. According to the American Psychological Association, chronic stress occurs when you feel trapped by stress over extended periods of time, when there seems to be no solution in sight. Unlike acute stress, which you can quickly identify, chronic stress often goes on undetected as you become accustomed to its familiarity, no matter how unpleasant it may be. Over time, it begins to wear you down, both physically and mentally. Some symptoms include the following: headaches, fatigue, shortness of breath, stomach pain, tense, aching muscles, emotional distress such as anxiety, irritability, and depression, feeling overwhelmed and out of control, difficulty focusing, changes in appetite. When you experience in the short term, these symptoms do little to affect your long-term health. As uncomfortable as they may be in the present, they will eventually pass if you experience only temporarily. It becomes a problem when you experience variation of symptoms over an extended period of time. Prolonged stress damages your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness, infection, and a host of serious health problems such as heart disease and some kinds of cancer. A common misconception is stress must be avoided altogether before its damaging effects occur. But when you try to fight it or flee from it, you only intensify it. The truth is, stress is a part of life. The best thing you can do for your health and well-being is to develop a healthy relationship with stress and start with learning how to manage it. Fortunately, it's never too late to learn how to manage stress and help reverse the negative impact. All right, so the first way to combat stress that we're going to look at is we're going to try aerobic exercise. This is very good to handle stress. It is no surprise that exercise is a great stress reducer. But recent findings reveal that aerobic exercises particularly can actually reverse its effects. Poor blood vessels health is often a symptom of chronic stress, raising the risk of cardiovascular disease. According to research conducted at West Virginia University in 2016, stress rats that perform aerobic exercise were able to maintain normal blood vessels compared to blood vessels of stress rats that did not exercise. Given the importance of heart health and the negative impact stress can have on it, aerobic exercise could be a vital addition to your daily routine, particularly if you have experienced long-term stress. The Mayo Clinic recommends 150 minutes a week of moderate aerobic activity such as walking or swimming. So the second way that we can actually combat stress is to practice yoga and meditation. A 2017 study published in the journal Frontiers in Immunology found that the body intervention such as yoga, meditation, and Tai Chi can actually produce molecular changes in DNA. According to the study, those who practice these activities may be able to reduce the risk of inflammation and inflammation-related diseases when under stress. In other words, according to the study author, MBI reverse the negative effects of stress by literally changing your biology. So the third way that we can handle stress is to seek professional help. And this is something as adults we tend to not do, because chronic stress can be difficult to identify. Talking things out with a mental health professional make it kind of easier to pinpoint where the stress is stemming from. Additionally, journaling consistently, particularly first thing in the morning, is a great way to observe one's thoughts, including those that have become habitual over time. Seeking out a doctor who practices interactive medicine or medicine that takes into account the whole person, including lifestyle choices, can also be helpful in reversing the impact of stress. Since stress can damage the body, depleting it of vitamins and nutrients, it can be helpful to have tests performed that identify what may be lacking. Rebuilding the immune system can also help to better combat stress. So So the fourth and final way that we're going to be talking about how to combat stress is to strengthen your support system. And this is something that we tend not to do, or we have a issue sometimes try to isolate ourselves to handle the stress that we're going through. Emotional support can serve as a protective shield against the damaging effects of stress. According to the American Psychological Association, a strong social support system can actually enhance your ability to handle stresses on your own by increasing self-esteem and confidence. As it's not just the amount of people in your life that matters, it is the quality of friends, family members, and other people in your support system. Make sure you lean on the supportive, understanding relationship that you have in your life. Increase your feelings of connectedness, self-worth, and security, as opposed to toxic, depleting relationships. Social networks take a variety of forms, such as having a phone conversation with a close family member, volunteer with an organization, or meeting a friend for coffee. The feelings of belongingness that arises when you connect with others can make stressful situations seem more manageable. Life can be full of stress, at some times more than others. Pay attention when these stress extends for longer periods of time, and make sure you are armed with coping tactics so you are able to manage and live a healthy, happy life. See you in the next video.